Floor.
Thank you, Mr. President. Once again, I will leave this session feeling like, as lawmakers and as leaders in the Commonwealth, we really did not do our job. We did not serve our constituents in the manner in which they deserve. Once again, we have had the opportunity to vote to expand Medicaid in the Commonwealth. The governor gave us the opportunity in the budget, and as a body, we declined to do that. And it is really, it's unexplainable to many parts of the state and to folks who are willing to listen to reason, for folks who are willing to say, yes, I care about my fellow Virginian. There are so many reasons why we should expand Medicaid. My goodness, we have working families in Virginia who do not make enough money to visit a doctor when a member of their family is sick. So what happens is they end up waiting way too long. They don't want to take time off from work, as you might expect. There are reasons why. They wait till their condition becomes quite severe. They go to the emergency room. The outcomes are much less positive because they waited too long to get their condition treated. And, of course, the care is absorbed. The cost of that care is absorbed by the hospital, but it's not really, because it's passed on to those of us who do have insurance. And then, of course, the hospitals have to eat some of that cost, which is very, very problematic for our hospitals. We rank 29th in the entire world on our average length of life, our lifespan in this country. We are one of the wealthiest countries in the world, and we rank 29th. Nobody wants to duplicate our healthcare system. Nobody believes that we have the best or a fair or equitable way of allocating healthcare resources. And yet, we as lawmakers have an opportunity to change that. The federal government has said, and yes, they said it again, even with a Republican Congress, we are going to keep Medicaid expansion. The federal government will continue to fund Medicaid expansion up to 90%, actually. Why are we not taking this? 31 other states in the 31 other states in the country have stepped up to the plate, many of them with Republican governors. But they have said it is worth our while. And for Virginia, we're losing almost $6 million a day. $6 million a day. Our tax dollars go, and they're going to fund health care for citizens in other states. That's not fair. It's not right. Do we not care enough about our own citizens? To me, this makes absolutely no sense. You know, we had a discussion earlier today about the coal tax. Well, many analysts on both sides of the aisle have looked at the economic impact of participating in Medicaid expansion, and we are talking about 30,000 jobs. Well, most of those jobs are going to go to areas really where we have high unemployment, where coal miners are not working, where we could easily train folks. There are a lot of healthcare jobs available that only require a year or two of training. They're well-paying jobs. They would be providing services to their fellow neighbors, their friends, their citizens. We would be healthier. It's really pretty astounding. And then we all talk about, my goodness, we have to save money in our budget. We all have things we want to fund. We want to fund, celebrations. We want to fund higher education. It's costing us $250 million in our state budget. In the 2016-2018 budget, it was $250 million we were spending on health care to individuals who could not access health care because they didn't have insurance. And we have been funding state programs, and those programs would have been covered under Medicaid expansion. Why are we not moving forward? To me, we can't explain this in any kind of rational or humanitarian way to the residents of the Commonwealth. There is no explanation for this. This is totally irresponsible, not moving forward. Totally. I mean, we have human lives at stake. We have the opportunity to grow our economy. We have the opportunity to make our hospitals better. And that we're saying no? What excuse is there? I see none. Right now, we're suffering with an opioid crisis. We have mental illness that we're not addressing. 77,000 Virginians would be eligible to access mental health care if we had Medicaid expansion today. And they could access it right away at the point where they needed it. But once again, we are saying no. Ladies and gentlemen, this is simply not right. And I will conclude by saying every major group in the Commonwealth, every major business group, every healthcare organization, businesses, everybody has come forward and said it's actually been a very diverse coalition, not to mention the faith community coming forward and saying, please move forward with Medicaid expansion. We need this. It's the right thing to do.